Got here for sale my 1987 Volkswagen LT35 campervan. It's got 87,000 miles on it. It's been professionally built in England. It's all original miles. It's got a car radio there that you can plug in your iPod to. It's got speakers in the back, speakers in the front, all the lights, indicators, window washers, horn, everything works. The handbrake works, the brakes work really well. It's got good tyres all around, 4 good tyres. The previous owner had the engine gone through. He put a new head gasket on it and also had everything else checked out and whatnot. There's some receipts there somewhere. It was resprayed, full professional respray in 2008 in metallic red. There is a couple of rust spots that are starting to show up, which is probably the only thing on this van that I can see needs to be fixed. All the door locks, all the doors do lock. They've been sort of upgraded so that it's very, very difficult to break in, but it's also, you sort of lock from the inside and come out the driver's door, which can be a bit inconvenient, but it's far safer than it once was. The underside of these LT35s are all galvanised chassis, so other than the light bit of bodywork that's rusted, the chassis all they won't rust because of the galvanised chassis frame, and also the interior and the engine all work really, really well. So if I was going to say one downside would be the body, everything else I can comfortably say works amazing. It's got a huge amount of storage space on top of the drivers and passengers. It's got the electrics and everything we've done all professionally, so you can see the isolators here. So you got your tap isolator, your rear light isolator, all the rest of it. This here is your water heater and your air heater. All of these are extra storage. We've got these are sort of our cooking storage and whatnot. This side window is sort of a 3-way. It's either blind, fly screen, and then you can open it from behind there to get some air through. Here's your hob, 2-burner hob, plus 3-burner hob, 2 on the top, 1 underneath for your grill. The sink, I can show you on here how the sink works. So you turn it on at the isolator, and you can hear the engine, the motor running. Haven't run that for a while, and the water comes out. Sinks through the bottom. The water tank is in here. Fill that up from the outside. I'm not exactly sure how many litres, but it tends to last us quite a long time. I'm guessing about 60 to 80 litres. This is a little sort of the single bed setup, so that's quickly changed back to table sort of seating there, and this one pops out and gets stored overhead. Underneath this one's the leisure battery. So the leisure battery runs everything in the sleeping area in the back here, and in front here is the mains battery, which runs your ignition and your lights up the front in the cabin. Both are heavy duty batteries. Both take a long time to drain. We've never had to drain them. Since we bought the vehicle, we had the alternator rebuilt, so they get really good charge. Doesn't take long for them to both fully recharge. Above the sleeping area, it's more storage. We've just got our clothes in there. There's a skylight above here. Get more light in. More storage underneath here. This one's for the mains light up there. So really happy with this camper van. It's one of the biggest and most fit out I've ever had. I've had other Volkswagens, regular size ones and whatnot, and this one's by far the most comfortable to live in. You've also got the sink here. That's once you turn the mains on, so the sink there as well, and that just drains straight out the bottom. So it's very handy. We've had the van for 5 months. We've driven all over Europe in it. It's never let us down. There's the fridge. So the fridge runs, it's a 3-way fridge. You can either run it off mains power, plugging it in when you get to your campsite. You can run it off the battery, or you can also run it off gas. There's another sound system stereo back here. Let's turn off that. The bed here also folds into a couch. We rarely use it as a couch, we nearly always use it as a bed, but basically these cushions fold up and you can pull the centerboards out, and then you've got sort of 2 couches and your centerboards, so if you wanted to, you know, have a few friends over and whatnot, you can do. I'll take you around the rest of the van. Really straight, other than, as I said, the little bits of rust, and someone's clipped the corner here. Other than that, you can tell that all the body panels line up. It's been in no major accidents, just this tiny little knock here, and being from England, it's got a little bit of rust. In the back here, put that one on, open this up, and the gas is in here. There's vent holes in the back here, so any you don't need to be worried about your gas. It's all secured in here, and any minor leaks will just run out the back here. It's well ventilated and isolated from the rest of the vehicle. Storage, more storage in there. We've just got wetsuits, bits and pieces. On the other side there is a clothes hanger, so we've got a couple of other bits and pieces hung up above there. And you can access from the back as well. All these doors shut really nicely and neatly. Locked and secured. You've got indicators up high and down low. And you've got the rear license plate lighting in here. You've got the handy sort of footstep to get up and back from there. The gas outlet. All the tyres have got over 70-80% on them. This is the vent for the fridge, so any gas from behind. This is where you add your water, so fresh water we just get from the hose. And then back in the front, so you got just the speakers up front, the wiper fluid, the vent up the top, which is also for the heat to come out of the hob. So in all, what we've got MOT until March 2015. We've also got it'll be taxed until April 2015, and it's a van that goes really well. It's a 2.4 litre diesel, non-turbo. It's 5-speed. It cruises on the highway 50-55 really comfortably. It is a big van, so we don't tend to push it much further than that, but we're never in a huge rush to get anywhere. Everything else works really good. If you just want to give me a call and come take a look, all the information's on the advert. I'm just going to start it up and take a quick ride. Like all diesels, you need to just wait for the coil to go off. Coil light, once the coil, so that you know that the engine's cold, then the coil light goes off. And let the head go down. clock works, the speedo works, the temperature gauge works, the gas gauge, petrol gauge works, odometer works. So it's all good. And of course the brakes work. And the horn. As you can see with these Volkswagen diesels, they're not the fastest or quietest, but they're very, very reliable and very solid. And this one with the windows shut is a relatively quiet drive. It's a smooth, comfortable drive. We're currently in Ireland, but we will aim to be in London by the time we sell the vehicle. Shifts through all the gears really nicely, really smooth. Steering doesn't pull to the left or to the right. It was drifting to the left, it's just the contour of the road. But you jump on the brakes and there's no funny sounds, no squeaks, no yanking or uneven stopping. It stops really nicely, well on the spot. It feels very safe.